Good day, everyone. I am Hyacinthi Operiano, the first reporter of Group 2. Our report talks about in Module 2 aspects of personal development, Lesson 3 mental health and well being in middle late adolescence. Our lesson objectives is to interpret the concepts of mental health and psychological well being and everyday observations about mental health problems during adolescence. What is mental health? Mental health includes our emotional, psychological. When we say psychological, it relates to the mental and emotional state of a person and social well being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. When there are changes in our thinking, mood, or behavior, or a combination of these, that cause us to feel stressed out and impair our ability to function well. No? May times na nag-iiba yung thinking natin, mood, or behavior, minsan nagsasabay pa nga. Kaya may mga bagay or maliliit na bagay, umiiyak agad tayo, maliliit na bagay, naiirita agad tayo. Kaya, and ito yung nagli-lead sa atin para ma-stress tayo and impair our ability to function well. When we say impair, nadadamage yung ability natin to function well, and we might be suffering from mental health problems. Many factors contribute to mental health problems, including biological factors such as genes or brain chemistry. When I say biological factors, it is genetics. May mga newborn baby pa lang, meron na silang mental health problems because of prenatal damage, brain injuries, and substance abuse. Yung substance abuse, may mga iilan na mga nanay na buntis at umiinom sila ng mga gamot ay nakakasira sa development ng bata. Kaya may mga nakikita kayo ng mga bata na may mga special needs. Next is life experiences such as trauma or abuse. So, nakaka-contribute siya sa mental health problems kapag nakakaranas ka ng trauma and abuse. Family history of mental health problems. If one of your family or yung family members mo nakakaranas ng mga mental illness like ADHD, depression, anxiety, at kung ano-ano pang illness, nasa high risk ka kasi pwede mong ma-adapt yung mga illness na ito kapag na-trigger ka sa problema. Here are the early warning signs if a person is experiencing one or more of the following feelings or behaviors. It can be an early warning sign of a mental health problems. It is very important to determine these early warning signs, no, kasi you can help to assess your friends, your family members kung nakakaranas ba sila ng mga signs na to, and so that you can help them how to cope up those problems, no? Here are the early warning signs of a mental health problem. First is eating or sleeping too much or too little. Kapag may friend ka, or you can assess yourself as well, kung dati ganado ka kumain, tapos ngayon, konti na lang yung kinakain mo, or minsan hindi ka na nga kumakain, nagpapalipas ka ng kain. Early warning signs pala yun. Or palagi kang natutulog, parang ang dami mong tulog, or minsan hindi ka nakakatulog. Siguro kasi sa pag-overthink mo, sa mga problems mo, ganun. And pulling away from people and usual activities. Kung dati ganado ka gumala, ngayon gusto mo lang sa bahay. Gusto mo mapag-isa ka. Yun. Second is having low or no energy. Third is feeling numbed or like nothing matters. Feeling numbed, wala ka nang pake sa lahat. Wala ka nang pake sa paligid mo. Ganun. Having unexplained aches and pains. And fifth is the feeling helpless or hopeless. Smoking, drinking, or using drugs more than usual. So, may mga taong nagsismoke, nagdi-drink, and nag-use ng drugs because they believe na kapag gumagamit sila ng mga bagay na ito is nawawala or nare-resolve yung mga problems nila. Pero hindi nila na-determine na all these things is nakakadagdag sa mental health problems nila. Feeling unusually confused, forgetful, unedged, angry, upset, worried, or scared. So, kapag may mental health problems ang isang tao, nag-iiba yung mood, behavior niya. Yelling or fighting with family and friends. So, yun na. Nawawala. Kasi nga feeling numb na sila. Wala silang pake. Kaya nawawalan sila ng respect. Sinisigawan nila yung parents nila, yung friends nila, and nakikipag-away sila sa tao. Experiencing severe mood swings that cause problems in relationship. So, hindi lahat ng relationship naghihiwalay or nag-end because of third party, but because the factor is your behavior. Having persistent thoughts and memories you can get out of your head. Yung inaalala mo palagi, pinaulit-ulit mong inaalala yung mga things, mga memories, mga hinanakit mo dati, ganyan. And hearing voices or believing things that are not true. Hearing voices, may narinig ka na, may bumubulong na sa'yo, and you are believing those things na hindi naman nag-e-exist, hindi naman totoo. Thinking of harming yourself or others. Ito yung thinking of harming yourself or others. Ito yung mga taong they are trying to commit suicide, no? Naglalaslas sila, or minsan may mga tao silang nakikita na wala namang ginagawa sa kanila pero gusto nilang saktan, ganyan. And inability to perform daily tasks like taking care of your kids or getting to work or school, unproductive sila, no? Imbes na gawin nila yung mga bagay na ikakabuti ng lahat, pero they are stick to their problems, ganyan. Mental disorder, just like physical illness, occur in a continuum from mild to severe. Mild to severe. So, by process pala siya. Hindi agad-agad na kapag ang isang tao is may mental health problems, is meron siyang mental disorder. No? Thus, it is important to make a clear distinction, pagkakaiba, between the normal ups and downs of mood and outlook in life. Everyone, especially adolescents, experiences mood swings from feeling blue. Feeling blue, it is an idiomatic expression, means sad or melancholy, to expressing giddy excitement. You are excited, you are happy, ganon, to being anxious, balisa, or irritable. Adolescents are said to be biologically prone to have more of these mood swings because of the hormonal changes associated with this period in life, coupled with the fact that their brains are still developing. When psychological symptoms cause major emotional distress or interfere substantially with daily life and social interactions, the adolescents may be in trouble, and it is about time to seek professional help. Types of mental illness. We have anxiety disorders. It is the disturbances in brain mechanisms designed to protect you from harm. Under the anxiety disorders is specific phobias. These are phobias about a specific object or situation, such as spiders or flying. They often develop in childhood or adolescence. For some people, they might become less severe as they get older. General anxiety disorder involves persistent and excessive worry that interferes with daily activities. Ito yung anxiety disorder na kung saan palagi kang nagwo-worry sa isang bagay kahit wala namang rason, and hindi mo na makokontrol yung sarili mo sa pag-aalala. Social anxiety disorder. This kind of anxiety disorder is an intense, persistent fear of being watched and judged by others. No, habang naglalakad ka sa crowded place. So, ayun, natatakot kang baka ginajudge ka kahit hindi ka naman ginajudge. Panic disorder is an anxiety disorder characterized by unexpected and repeated episodes of intense fear, accompanied by physical symptoms that may include chest pain heart palpitations, shortness of breath, dizziness, or abdominal distress. Agoraphobia, the anxiety that occurs when one is in a public or crowded place from which a potential escape is difficult or help may not be readily available. Ito yung mga taong kapag lumalabas sila or gumagala sila is natatakot sila baka ma-stampede, ganon, hindi sila makalabas. Mood disorders. It is the disturbances in usual mood states. Under the mood disorders is the clinical depression. It is a common but serious mood disorder. It causes severe symptoms that affect how a person feels, thinks, and handles daily activities such as sleeping, eating, or working. Next is the bipolar disorder. Is a mental illness that causes unusual shifts in a person's mood, energy, activity levels, and concentration. Psychotic disorders. It is the disturbance of thinking, perception, and behavior. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. People with schizophrenia may seem like they have lost touch with reality, which can be distressing for them and for their family and friends. Akala ng iba, ang schizophrenia is, ang tinatamaan lang nito is above 60 years old. Pero, according to the study na ang tinatamaan ng mga gantong sakit is for men, early 20s nila, and late 20s to early 30s for women. Delusional disorder is a type of mental health condition in which a person can tell what's real from what's imagined. Dilulu. Personality disorders. It is a maladaptive personal characteristics. Under the personality disorders is eccentric. It is a paranoid, schizoid, and schizotypal. Schizoid, it is a kind of disorder na kung saan ang tao ay nagbibigay lang ng konting atensyon or ability para makipag-socialize sa iba. Kasi gusto nilang mapag-isa, gusto nilang gumawa ng mga bagay na sa kanila lang. While ang schizotypal personality disorder or STPD, ito yung mental health condition na kung saan may intense discomfort na makipag-socialize sa iba or makipag-relationship sa iba kasi they have unusual thoughts, speech, behaviors na usually nakakahinder no sa ability for them to form and interactions or to socialize. Next is dramatic or emotional. First is antisocial. What is antisocial? Antisocial, also known as social fatigue, ito yung mental condition ng isang tao na kung saan binabaliwala niya ang damdamin ng ibang tao at hindi niya pinapahalagahan kung ano yung tama at mali. Borderline is characterized by rapidly fluctuating moods, an unstable sense of self-impulsiveness, and lot of fear. So, itong kind of people na ito is kapag they feel loved, kapag may mahal silang tao, they want to spend their life for them. Hindi na nila kayang iwan yung tao na yun. So, may fear sila kasi ng abandonment and they are easily offended. Under the dramatic or emotional is the histrionic. Histrionic, ito yung mga kind of people na kung saan sa isang event or gathering is gusto nila sila yung spotlight, sila yung main character. Kapag hindi sila napapansin or hindi sila pabida-bida is they get offended, no? Mag-shift yung moods nila, magta-tantrum sila, ganyan, or parang ma-offend sila, ganon. Kasi gusto nila sila yung main character, sila yung bida. Lastly is the narcissistic. Ito yung mga kind of people na kung saan self-centered ba. Gusto nila, sila lang yung iintindihin. Sila lang yung bibigyan ng care. Sila lang yung bibigyan ng love, ng attention. pero hindi nila kino-consider yung iba or hindi nila ina-understand yung iba kung ano din ba yung feelings nila. Lastly, in personality disorders is the fear related. First is the avoidant. Avoidant personality disorder, ito yung mga kind of people na kung saan iniiwasan nila ang mga social gatherings kasi they feel na i-humiliate sila, i-criticize sila, and i-reject. Dependent personality disorder. Ito yung mga next is dependent personality disorder. It is a kind of mental health condition na kung saan ang isang tao is dependent sa iba. They considered as well needy or clingy kasi they are relying other people para ma-provide yung mga needs and gusto nila. Lastly is the obsessive compulsive personality disorder. Ito yung mental health condition na kung saan grabe yung perfectionism ng isang tao. Kapag ang isang tao may fear sa germs, lahat ng bagay na nahahawakan niya is may germs yon. Kaya palagi niyang hinuhugasan yung kamay niya para masigurado niyang malinis siya. So, yun yung obsessive compulsive personality disorder. Eating disorders, disturbances of weight and feeding behavior. Anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder that causes a severe and strong fear of gaining weight. You may have an altered view of being fat even when you are dangerously thin. So, iba yung point of view mo and point of view ng iba. Just like si Lindy yun, akala niya mataba pa siya pero iba yung point of view ng ibang tao. Payat siya. Pero sa kanya, palagi siyang nagda-diet, nagbabawas, ganyan. Kasi, yun nga, point of view niya sa sarili niya is mataba pa siya. Bulimia nervosa, an eating disorder characterized by regular, often secretive bouts of overeating followed by self-induced vomiting or purging. Strict dieting or extreme exercise associated with persistent and excessive concern with body weight. Ang bulimia nervosa, kahit madami kang kinakain, is you are strict, no? You have discipline sa sarili mo na kapag kumain ka ng madami ngayon, dapat magbawas ka. Ang bulimia nervosa is kabaliktaran siya kay binge eating disorder. Si binge eating disorder, nag-overeating din siya pero hindi siya nagbabawas, hindi siya exercise pag nag-overeating siya. Developmental disorders, early disturbances in usual brain development. Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disability caused by differences in the brain. Some people with ASD have a known difference, such as a genetic condition. Other causes are not yet known. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders of childhood. It is usually first diagnosed in childhood and often lasts into adulthood. Children with ADHD may have trouble paying attention, controlling impulsive behaviors, may act without thinking about what the result will be, or be overly active. Learning disorder. Having a learning disorder means that a child has difficulty in one or more areas of learning, even when overall intelligence or motivation is not affected. Some of the symptoms of learning disorders are difficulty telling right from left, reversing letters, words, or numbers after first or second grade. Behavioral disorders. It is a persistent disturbances in unexpected behaviors. Oppositional defiant disorder is a type of behavior disorder. It is mostly diagnosed in childhood. Children with ODD shows a pattern of uncooperative, defiant, and hostile behavior toward peers, parents, teachers, and other authority figures. Conduct disorder refers to a group of behavioral and emotional problems characterized by a disregard for others. Children with conduct disorder have a difficult time following rules and behaving in a socially acceptable way. Their behavior can be hostile and sometimes physically violent. Addictions, disorders of cravings, substance use disorders, a treatable mental disorder that affects a person's brain and behavior, leading to their inability to control their use of substances like legal or illegal drugs, alcohol, or medications.